up guys, it's Lexi here, also the Divabetic on Instagram. Today I'm here to talk to you about a really cool app called Alike. This video is a sponsored video, but it is a really cool app that I do like and I do use it. So I'm gonna talk to you about it and show you what all it can do. I am a type 1 diabetic. I also was recently diagnosed with PCOS, and I have flare-ups of eczema, and I think those are all of my problems. So a lot of times when you have these types of conditions, you tend to deal with it on your own. You're pretty much only relying on your healthcare provider whenever you're able to go in for appointments, and that's kind of like it. And you're kind of like in the dark until you can go to those appointments. So pulling up the Alike app, right now I'm logged in, but you don't stay logged in. It'll log you out after a certain amount of time because there is very personal, private information in here. Whenever you pull up the app, it basically pulls up your compare page. And so right here at the top, you can see it shows my two conditions, diabetes type 1 and PCOS. And so these are the people who also have the same conditions as me, who are like in my age range and just have like a very similar background. And it doesn't show their full names, obviously, for privacy reasons. So, okay, here's a little bit about me. These are the people in my age range. This is a little bit about my Alikes. That's what the people that you're matched with are called. They're all females between the ages of 19 and 34. And, like I said, they're experiencing similar health conditions to mine. Then, this is the really cool part. So, you're diagnosed with something, you don't know many other people, or maybe you do, but none of these people, most of these people that you know that have a similar diagnosis to you, they are not 100% compatible with everything that relates to you. For instance, like I know another type 1 diabetic who is also 26, I'm 26, he's a man, and he doesn't have I don't think he has any other underlying conditions. We can only relate so much because we only have so much in common. Our diabetes isn't gonna be the exact same. For instance, as PCOS, it's a hormonal imbalance. As a type 1 diabetic, I take insulin. Insulin is a hormone. So that, and then my already hormonal imbalance, my life with diabetes is gonna be a little bit different than his because, we don't have the same situations. So the cool thing about this is your Alikes are all in one place. And you basically have like a news feed, kind of like on Facebook. So people can post questions, they can post about their day, people post about a lot of different things. And we all just talk, And it's like, you're not alone. People finally can, you can find somebody that you relate to. And then on top of that, basically, you can finally connect with other people who are a lot like you. So let's just check out one of my Likes. I don't know who this person is in real life. This is their, Addie Rains is their username on here. We're 70% alike, so let's see what all we have in common. She has type 1 diabetes and polycystic ovarian syndrome. She has a few other things. Oh, she also has ADHD. I guess I should admit to still possibly having ADHD. She uses Novolog, which is the same insulin that I use. Oh, and she's also had an ACL repair. So Addie and I have a lot alike. So I can actually go look, okay, so she takes Novolog, I take that as well. She has another medication. I can click on that medication and see what it is, okay? I think this is probably that same cream that I use for my eczema. But I can see like what are they doing for her treatments. So next time I go to my doctor, I can go ask my doctor, hey, there's this person on my Alike app. We have all these things in common and they're using this type of insulin. Could it possibly work for me? Is it something that I could try? So, okay, let's explore the app a little bit more. So, right here, this little smiley face takes you to you. Okay, so you have your lab results, for instance. This automatically pulls from my healthcare provider. I don't put this in here. It's really, really cool. So basically, whenever you create your Alike account, you connect your healthcare provider, and basically every time they upload your lab work or any information into their system, it'll sync, I guess, with the Alike app, which is so cool because you have all of your records without even having to request it. You don't have to wait for an email. You don't have to go pick up a document. You don't have to, everything is here. And this is with all of your healthcare providers. that you can access through this app. So that's really cool. So you'll have all of your doctor records in one place. So like as a woman, you know, we go see an OB-GYN, we have our regular primary care doctor. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I go see my endocrinologist. And instead of me having to like log into each different portal for each provider, I have everything all in this app, which is so convenient. I don't know about you guys, but like sometimes whenever I get my results back from lab work or other tests or something, I really don't know what it all means. Like I'll ask, you know, and the doctor will try to break it down in layman's terms, but I've never like had a doctor go down each line item on my lab report and say like, this means your red blood cells, or this means whatever it means. I've never had anybody do that. So, okay, so back to what I was saying. So lab results, okay. So here's my results. I don't know what any of this stuff means, right? All I know is that red probably means bad and green probably means good. Like that's usually what it means. But the cool thing is, so like this erythrocyte, whatever it's called, I can't even pronounce it. So like I really don't know what it is. I can click it and it can tell me like what that actually means. Like it's so like, you're no longer an idiot. Like I don't feel like an idiot anymore. I feel like I can actually understand this stuff. So as you can see, like this range that my level is in is optimal, so I'm good. It's not too high, it's not too low. Never would have known that without an app like this. Okay, so then we go back, like, okay, like I said, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so chronic conditions. Let's just say that you end up being diagnosed with something. You know, typically when we hear something from the doctor, even when we have symptoms, what do? I go diagnose myself through Google, and I'm usually always wrong. Or like the doctor will tell me something, diagnose me with something, I freak out, run to Google and find like the worst stories and like, you know, just everything. It's just a bunch of stuff and you're having to try to figure out what is factual and what is not. So on this app, you can click, so like polycystic ovarian syndrome, what is it? Signs and symptoms, diagnosis, treatment. So you, again, the power is all in your hands, literally on this app. With anything, any chronic conditions, I mean, if you want to just add a new condition that you might think you have, type it in there. Like, I don't even, let's just do ADHD. Okay, so like we just put it in there. What is it? You know, and it tells you about it. There's signs and symptoms, how you can get diagnosed, what different treatments there are. Okay, we're gonna take this off. So, okay, on to medications, same thing. So if you're ever given a new medication by your doctor and you have no idea what it does, put that medication in there, or if the doctor has already uploaded it to their system, your medication may already be in there. So you can open it, you can learn about all the different brands. It'll tell you what it is, what it's used for. Like this right here is used for my eczema flare-ups. And then the Novolog is for my insulin pump. And then major procedures, I've had 2 ACL repairs. So in here it has that in there. And it's just so much information, you can just learn a lot. So aside from having literally all of your records, well, I said all, but your doctor obviously has to be able to connect to the app and upload your information on their end for all of your records to be here. But still, so you have all of your information here, literally in your fingertips. So if you ever go to see a new doctor, you can just be like, oh, this is when they ask you your medical history or what medication you're taking. Like, I don't remember. Only things I remember is things that I take every single day, which is insulin. Any other time I'm like, I think I sometimes take allergy medicine. Like, I don't know what kind it is. You know, like everything is here. And then, like as a type 1 diabetic, oftentimes we have to go see our endocrinologist a few times throughout the year, and we get lab work done and we have something that's called an A1C. We have that tested. And so every time you go back, they compare your new A1C with your old A1C. But if you go see a new doctor and they ask you, 9 times out of 10, I mean, you may remember, but you may not. Well, with this app, okay, it's right there. Another thing to mention about the Alike app is that they actually support over 1,500 different lab tests. So whenever that data is imported into your healthcare provider system and then synchronized over to the Alike system, you will have all of your data from that lab report right there on your phone. So here on this conversation page, with my likes. I can create a post, like let's just say I want to talk about diabetes today. Okay, my blood sugar has been high almost all day. Okay, so I can just vent, you know, and then I'm pretty sure somebody will come on here and say, oh, you know, I've been there, that sucks, something like that. You can vent, you can respond to other people's posts. People are comfortable talking about a lot of personal things because your identity is secure here. So like Colorado girl, you know how many people live in Colorado? Like I would never know who that really is. So where you probably wouldn't be comfortable talking about certain things face to face with your doctor or with, you know, other people that you meet that have similar conditions to you, here you can do that. So like, how does PCOS affect your sex life? I feel like my sex drive is a roller coaster, whatever. People can relate to that. People can have these conversations. It's just nice because it's like you have your community, you have your information, and the power is in your hands. That's the amazing thing about Alike. It literally empowers the patients. Nobody really thinks about, you know, the patient experience. We deserve to have a little power and a little bit of say in our own health. And the more knowledge you have, the more sense of community and support that you have, I truly believe that you will thrive. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out this app. It is amazing. It doesn't cost anything, so that's also something to mention. It's just to empower the people, and we are the people. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry you didn't like it, but don't you leave me a thumbs down. Be sure to share this video and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.